Just got back from a short run. Feeling amazing, and I wanted to share with you something I've been thinking about on my run. You know, you always think about things when you're out running, right? So I want to share it with you. I was thinking about how amazing life is and how beautiful it is that we have the ability to make choices. We can choose what to do, and by choosing, we are essentially determining what our experience will be like. If we don't like what we're experiencing, we can choose differently. We don't have to be stuck. We don't have to be stuck in some paradigm. You know, we humans, we tend to get into that so-called victim mentality, right? Where we think that the world is happening to us. It's the circumstances in our life are beyond our control and they're happening to us and we can't do anything about it, and I'm just, oh, poor little me, right? Well, we've all been there, and I want to empower you today. I want to tell you that you don't have to be like that. You don't have to be stuck like that. You can change. You can make different choices and your experience will be different. I guarantee it. If you make different choices, you will have a different experience. It's as simple as that. And another beautiful thing about it is that there's no right or wrong. It's not like there's a right direction to go and a wrong direction to go. No, it's just action, reaction. It's just every action you do has a certain set of consequences to it. And this direction has some consequences, this direction has some other consequences. So no right or wrong, but depending on your choice, you will have a different experience. Now, this relates to everything in our lives. Everything. Everything from mental health, psychological health, emotional health, and physical health. And I just want to touch on the physical health aspect just quickly, because that's kind of what I do. I talk a lot about food, health, and the reason I'm doing that is because I see that food has such a huge impact on our physical experience. We make choices in terms of food, and they affect us, I think, maybe more than people realize. I mean, if you think about it, when we're eating, what we're doing, what are we doing when we're eating? We are building our body. We're building this physical structure. We're taking in substances that allocate themselves almost. The body is a huge community of cells, and they all have their different jobs to do, and they're all built from the materials that they demand, which is in effect what you demand for your food. So this system just makes you go and seek food, take in food, and build your body. It's amazing. So what kind of choices are you making in terms of food? I want to ask you, what choices are you making? And that's the building the body aspect, and there's also the fuel aspect. So we want the best quality raw materials to build our body, obviously, and we want also the most efficient quality fuel to run our bodies. And if we simplify it, we could say you could choose two directions. You could choose dead foods, or you can choose living foods. Now, dead foods, I mean, if your food comes out of a can, out of a package, if it's old, it's dead. Anytime you cook something, it's dead, right? Fire just destroys everything, right? If you take a seed and put it in the soil, it will sprout and there will be a new plant. It's living, has potential, life potential. You cook that same seed, put it in the ground, it's not going to sprout. No way. It's now dead. So cooking destroys food. Cooking kills it. So eating dead foods might not be the best choice. There's no right or wrong, obviously. No judgment here, but there's consequences. So eating dead foods, I don't know if that's maybe the best choice if you want to build a healthy, vibrant, physical body and have a good experience here on Earth. On the other hand, you could choose living foods, and this is what I want to encourage you to do. Look at every animal in nature. They're all eating living foods. It's fresh. It's right off the tree. It's right off the ground. Even the lion eats living food, right? It kills the animal and eats it straight up. While it's still warm, the blood is still warm. So this is fresh, living food. What do? Well, we go to the shop and we buy, we humans, we buy flour. It's grains that have been picked maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago, milled into flour, and now it's been on the shelf for God knows how long, and now we're cooking it further and then eating it. I mean, is that going to give me the quality substances that I need to build this beautiful body? No, it will not. Meat, old meat, sitting there rotting in the cooler, no good. Too old. Plus, it isn't our natural diet anyway. We're not carnivores. We're frugivores. So what's the perfect food for us? Well, it's fruit. Living food right off the tree, as fresh as possible, as whole as possible. Whole foods is what it's all about. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to encourage you. You can make the choices. You can choose to go this direction, you can choose to go that direction. The speed at which you walk is up to you. You don't have to go all raw vegan today. No, you just look at the choices you're making and see, am I making healthy choices to nourish my body? Am I eating living foods or am I eating dead foods? And the border, sometimes it's difficult to say. You know, when I'm eating bananas from Costa Rica here in Norway and they're like 3 months old, is it living food? Well, it's still enzymatically active. There's ripening going on, so technically it is living, but it is not fresh. So what's best, that or, like the border is sort of blurred a little bit. So you make your choice, you make your own choice. But I want you to just look at your food and choose the food that best serves you today. And I think living foods will much better serve us if we're looking for a healthy human body. We don't have to worry about all those diseases. We don't have to be sick all the time. We don't have to be so slow, tired, sluggish from all that slow, tired, sluggish, dead foods. We can eat vibrant, colorful, water-rich, electrically active, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, things that are just packed with nutrients, packed with energy, packed with sunlight, just energy vibrating. Alright, subscribe if you liked my video and if you want more, and you could give it a thumbs up as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember, the choices you make in life affect your experience. So whatever it is, food or anything else, be aware. Be aware, that's all. Just be aware of the choices. If you don't like the experience you're having, make different choices. Peace.